for the land of the free.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, they feel like they're at their best when they start fast, get into a rhythm early on, and get everyone involved. Offense, defense, on the glass, they're looking for a total team effort tonight. And one guy we don't talk enough, not even close, but we should be, is Gary Harris.
Yeah, he's one of the better young players in this league. 2 guards. I mean, terrific shooter, great moving without the ball, and a great defender.
Ernie punched me. You see that? Gary Harris. I like his toughness. Not the biggest guy, but he's strong, and he competes, and he never cries. Punch me again.
No, put some ice on that. Don't want to hurt you.
Oh,
Let's go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
You mean icy hot.
Thank you. Live na naman tayo. At tayo ay maghahanap ng random player na kakalabanin ngayon. Online. So, kung makikita nyo, isa pa lang ang panalo natin. So, hindi tayo makalabas dito sa level na to. Sana manalo tayo ngayon. Same pa rin. Pipiliin ko ang Boston. Yung kalaban natin kanina, Lakers. Oh, Lakers ulit ngayon. Talagang malakas ang Lakers eh. Maraming may gusto sa Lakers. So, sana manalo tayo.
Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, here's James. Basket counts.
LeBron can score from anywhere, but he's most effective close to the hoop. Very skilled in the paint.
Here's Walker. Bradley with some nice D. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hayward goes in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really score.
Nice.
Hayward hits them both.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
The shot's good from McGee.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Here's Walker. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Wala na naman.
Hayward
Isang beses
can't
pala
hit.
tayo nakaka-
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's James. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Brown.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Now here's James. Some solid defense from Brown.
Nice round. Pasa
Those
kay
are
Walker.
chances. Almost always you can rely
Wala
on him to get
talaga,
you 2 points, but the D
Talaga tayo
just enough
makapasok.
to keep him out of rhythm.
And finished off by LeBron.
Ang lakas ng kalaban niya.
You know, LeBron plays a
Kinaya
very
mo pa tayo.
mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Boston.
And the GOAT
Go, go, go,
conversation.
Boston.
LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster
Ay,
his
mawala
team?
ng pag-asa.
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Los Angeles now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
Oh,
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Smart on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Offside Rondo. On deep. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Di ba tayo
And he makes the
makakag-score
first.
sa mga free throw lang.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Lakers leading by 13. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. And here we go. Nice shot by Smart.
Nice, Smart.
You gotta love his
Buti na lang
hustle,
hindi ka naging
leaving the
globe.
defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pag pumasok.
Incredible
Buti na
defender.
lang.
Smart can provide.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to the
Yan na.
second quarter of play here on Noche
magaling-galing
Latina.
ka pa.
Volanos. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Boston trails by 11.
11.
Hey, I don't think there's any excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. I mean, he's brilliant at throwing it down if the defense doesn't stop him.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Brown. Kuzma pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Morris for three. Knocks down the three ball. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. So both teams changing it up here. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking of Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that. That's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Reddick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Now here's Tatum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Back to James. Lets it go from deep. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Shots good by Walker.
You know, Walker isn't afraid of getting into the paint and going for it. I mean, he's fairly clever for a little guy down there.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. Pass to Morris. Great D that time from Tatum.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now. And it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Davis. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Davis has got 6.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The rebound by the Celtics.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against the Lakers. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. They get it back. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Cantor. And again, it's the Lakers.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Rondo really more creative than given credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Cantor. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Davis. Here we go. James heading to the hoop.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Here's Walker. The wing jumper off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Boston trails by 20. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by McGee. 90 seconds now into the second half. Back to Davis. Pass to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Tatum. It's Brown with the drive. And Brown throws it down hard.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to...
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Looking to get back on track here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. Think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Here's Walker. Boston again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And nothing but hair on that one.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
You have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Right side, Smart. They shoot again. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the paint. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Here's Howard. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And it's in there. Smart's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Pass to Howard. Trying his luck from deep.
Nice. Baba.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Fourth quarter na.
Lakers leading by 15. Right side, Rondo. Misses off the right iron.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Canner's still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Hayward with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively. Pass to Hayward. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston trails by 14. Here's Wanamaker. No good on that one. Bradley with some nice D. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Hayward on the wing. Brown outside. The tray.
Nice.
And it's Gordon Hayward with the 3.
Nice.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
McGee inside. Pass to Davis. Tries yet again. It's rebounded by Tice.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Wanamaker. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Boston trails by 11. There's Walker with the 3. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Hayward with the block. And they're able to recover. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Walker. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that.
Yes, sir. That was incredible. Wow, man.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Nice shot by James.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Pass to Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And that one, good.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Walker's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. James looking it over. That shot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great